In this video, I'll be reviewing SolydXK, the KDE version. Now, I reviewed the XFCE version a couple of months ago, and I thought, yes, that is a very good distro. A couple of bugs though. But with the KDE version, SolydK, not a single problem. In fact, I'm going to put my reputation on the line here and say this is one of the finest Linux distros available. They seem to have gone the extra mile in striving to achieve perfection, going over and above what other Linux distros would do. Take, for example, the welcome screen. Now, a lot of distros would just say, welcome to our distro, blah blah blah, get on with it. No, SolydXK, they put in, here's where you get some information, and here's where you get your drivers. Oh, just a crucial little thing here that might be essential for the first time you're using the computer. But they split it out into wireless network drivers, graphic drivers, and other drivers. That's a really good feature. Other distro creators could pay attention and learn from this. Now, distro is based on Debian. It's a rolling release, but I'm not sure if it's based on stable or testing. It's kind of got a bit of each. Certainly a lot of the applications seem to be very up to date. You've got Firefox, that's the latest version at the moment, Firefox version 22. This is in July, so it could always change later on. Anyway, you've got latest version of GIMP, VLC. So it's all good features here. Oh, you can even get Handbrake, and how rare is that one to see? It's a media transcoder if you haven't heard of it before. A damn good one at that. Anyway, you also get a new kernel. It's kernel 3.9.1 at the moment. Excellent. But they base it on a more stable desktop environment. It's KDE 4.8. Yeah, it's a little bit old, but it was working. There's not a problem with it. I've not had any trouble there. Only little minor criticism. Missing one little widget I like, that home run launcher. Yes, I'm being picky and wanting it. But that's minor criticism. As I was saying about the system being a rolling release, just looking at the update manager here. Now, I successfully updated from the June ISO to the July release. When you click on here, the update pack info, this is quite interesting. It's a bit different to what I've seen before, but it says, well, these are the highlights. It gives you a few key packages that have been updated. So the kernel, Firefox, Thunderbird and Plymouth. They provided a few workarounds in case things go wrong. But didn't have any problems on mine, just updated nicely through the update manager. Going the extra mile. Let's take a look at the system monitor. Its memory usage isn't that horrendous, it's 430 meg, and bear in mind we are using the quite nice KDE distro. Now, the KDE version of SolydK comes with quite a few extras installed, so it's more the bulkier weight distro. The SolydX is more the lightweight version. So with SolydK, you can see we have LibreOffice. Now, that's a full suite of LibreOffice. And LibreOffice is, of course, compatible with Microsoft Office right up to 2010. I have no idea if it's compatible with 365. Don't seem to mention it here. We have Wine installed. Now, it's not the latest up-to-date version of Wine. That's useful if you're trying to get Windows applications installed. It's not guaranteed to work, of course. It certainly helps. The other application there that will be of use is Play on Linux. Now, I'm not going to open that because that normally takes ages to run on the first time you use it. Now, there's not much else notable to mention, really. You've got the usual assortment of widgets you can add to KDE. Although, as I mentioned earlier, the home run launcher is missing. You can see I'm most miffed about that, because I do like it. But yeah, lots there. Let's take a look at the applications we have. You do get quite a few graphics applications pre-installed, but the notable application here is you have GIMP pre-installed. There's others, little applications just for more specific image editing. You have Firefox and Conqueror for the web browser, Thunderbird for email, and another link there for Steam. Multimedia, you have Amarok for the audio player, K3B CD and DVD burner, KMix sound mixer, and VLC for the video player, or media player really, because it does more than just videos. As I mentioned, there we've got LibreOffice for the Office suite. Now settings, we've seen a few of these applications already with the device driver manager and the welcome screen, also the update manager. You can see a link there for Windows wireless drivers. Now that is useful if you're struggling to get your wireless up and running. One more application I'll look at here is the software manager. You can see it has quite a lot of packages available, 60,000. They're all neatly arranged into categories, and the applications have the ratings and reviews. Super Tux card, one of my favourite there. Now it has some obscure applications in here. I noticed it had Handbrake available. And that's quite a rare one to find. That's just a very good media transcoder. And here's what I thought of SolydXK, the July 2013 release. As you can see, it's pretty much green across the board there. I just go to the first 4-star point that I've got though, is the styling. Yes, it is quite nice, and nothing really wrong with it, but it's just the XFCE Oxygen theme. It wasn't really anything much more special than that. Oh, by the way, if you go for the XFCE version of this distro, you also get the KDE Oxygen styling theme, but in XFCE, and that's quite nice. The boot up speed, and that's where its real Achilles heel is. It's quite lengthy, at 28 seconds. Now for a KDE distro, I would be anticipating something more around the 19 or 20 second mark. It's what I've seen them do in VirtualBox on an Ubuntu based distro. Okay, but it's not horrendous though. And responsiveness, yeah, like a lot of KDE distros, they're not snappy lightweight desktops, but they're not bad. The selection of pre-installed applications has got most things a new user would need. Yes, it could have had a few lightweight games on there, but whatever. It's everything else is pretty much what you want. So good points. As you can see there, I've said the creators have gone the extra mile to make this one of the finest Linux distros available. I genuinely mean that. As I said earlier, I put my reputation on the line to say that. One of the best Linux distros there is, I do believe. And it's also a rolling release, so once you've installed it, that's it. You can keep it up to date, and it will just keep going and going and going. So here you are a few years later, and you can still have the same install, but lots more up-to-date applications. The bad points, though, I was just being really picky. This has not affected the score one bit, but I would have liked to have the Home Run launcher widget. I like the Unity launcher theme. But that's it. Overall, 95%. Well done, SolydXK team. Now, if I wasn't so stubborn and stuck with using Unity, I would probably use this distro. But I like Unity. Thanks for watching, see you later.